I guess the big thing that I want people to know is that we haven't picked a preferred option. We recognize just how constraining the area and the TCH is here at Bruhn Bridge, and that's why we're still looking at two very different options, because we really want to hear from people what is important to them in this area. Building a project like this that we valued at over $200 million means we have to take incredible time and pay particular attention to what we hear from all different venues that we possibly can to understand what makes the most sense today and into the future. When you replace a bridge like this and when you do these types of highway improvements, they are for decades and decades and decades. So today what we're here to do is we're returning to the District of Sicamous to get additional information from residents. We're back to show what work we've done since we had our last open house in 2016, and at that time we had 3 different options that we were seeking input on, and this time we're back and we're looking to get feedback on which we've narrowed down to 2 options. For us, it's really important that we understand, we take into consideration technical elements, we take into consideration financial elements, and then we want a broad spectrum of opinions to get a sense from the community what is most important and what would make the most sense from an options perspective. And so tonight is one of those nights where we're going to spend as many hours as we possibly can with residents, business owners, municipal leaders and others to understand what makes the most sense for the District of Sicamous. The next few weeks are open for feedback. And then what we would like to be able to do is be in a position so that we can make a decision on ultimately our preferred option. So that option that we would be seeking to have a partnership with the feds for cost sharing and have that determined by spring 2018. Once we are in a position where we can advance that option, hopefully we have success with the federal government, then we'd be looking at least a 2-year horizon to be able to fully design the project, purchase any properties that are required, and complete any other negotiations that would be required to get ourselves in a position where we can then tender the project. Once the project's been tendered, we're looking at probably a 3-year time frame for construction, and after that, so 5-6 years from now, it would be a completed project. This decision does rest with the Ministry of Transportation. It's a highway decision. The commitment has been made broadly at a higher level from government to 4-lane the Trans-Canada Highway between Kamloops and the Alberta border. And so in order to do that, we do have to make some very difficult decisions. And our first decision is, where is the next project? Secondly is, what is that project going to look like when we're there? And the Bruhn Bridge project is no different than others on the Trans-Canada Highway. And we do get a lot of feedback from a lot of people who have very diverse interests in this type of a project. And so when we're making that decision, we consider all of that. But ultimately, our goal is to have the Trans-Canada Highway be as safe and reliable as possible so that we can move the people and goods that we need to every day. So in order to do that, it has to be our decision.